Hey guys, Oko here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. Starting things off today as a white mage. At level 75, we're wearing the Cleric's outfit, which is the base relic set that you get from Dynamis. And we're going to wear that to start off things here. And the first thing we want to do, we're going to be playing around with the wizard classes today, the mage classes, whatever you want to call them. White mage, black mage, and red mage. Achievements, I believe it might be in this first level here. Yeah, we've already gotten these ones up to level 75. In black mage, white mage, and red mage. Hold on, it was down here. This one here. Alright, speak to Narsharel in North Sandoria, and he is here in the cathedral. And I think he's up on the balcony. Let's go talk to him. Narsharel. He's also on my wide scan. So yeah, lots of magic class. And we don't have to do any weapon skill quests for these classes because we've already gotten them basically for the staff and the different weapons that mages can use. So let's, as a white mage, let's talk to Narsharel. Behold the beauty of the cathedral. We failed to protect it once, but never again. Narsharel, I bring news. What? Are you certain? Yes. They are amassing by the hundreds. Impossible. At any rate, you must return and continue the investigation. Adventurer, I have a request. Depart at once for the western borders of Volcrum Dunes. Find the messenger of the Dark Stalkers there, but only at night. Defeat the Dark Stalker and take its Tavnasia Pass. If the reports are correct, the dead of Tavnasia are returning. This is dire news indeed. Alright, well, let's do what he says. Whoops. I'll meet you guys at Volcrum Dunes at night. It's night now, so we might be able to do it right away. Alright, so we're just outside the Gustav Tunnel here, and this is perfect. Yeah, this is exactly where we want to be. Around 1800, this really worked out really well. So, I'm going to put a party together. And now we'll just jump on a mount, and I'm going to look around for a spot. It should be very close to where we are. It's somewhere around these ruins that we've been to before. I think it might have been for the Bard job class quest, or who knows. It could have been something else. There's some sort of, yeah, this thing around here. So let's just wait till 1800 and then do a little more exploration of this area. Alright, I guess we don't need the chocobo. But let's just look around. So here's the Song Ruins. Oh, there it is. We just saw it. A question mark spot. Over here. Okay, and just to show you where we are, we're over here. This part of the... Like I said, the survival guide to Gustav Tunnel is nice and close. Alright, let's click here. You sense a foul presence. And there we are. Marshalute. A foamer. Hydra. Kill it. Alright, just as a basic weapon, I'm just using this mythic wand here. It's nothing special, but it's just what we had in our inventories. Alright, there you are, and he dropped the Tavnasia Pass. Alright, now all we have to do is just trade that Tavnasia Pass back to our friend at the cathedral. There it is. A pass issued by the Marquisate of Tavnasia, a country destroyed in the Great War. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back at northern Sandoria. Alright, we're back at the cathedral. Let's head over here and see our friend and show him the Tavnasia Pass. Yes, this is indeed a Tavnasia Pass. Our worst nightmare has come true. This is for you. I foresee I will need your help yet again. And we get a blessed hammer and complete the artifact quest. Alright, I guess we can maybe just check out that weapon. Alright, there we are. I guess we can just use it. It doesn't really make much of a difference. We're not inflicting that much damage with the other weapon, so let's just use the item we just got. The blessed hammer. There we are. Alright, now I'll probably activate the next quest. So that was White Mage 1. So here we are, Artifact Quest 2. So examine the door in Chateau d'Arguil. Alright, so I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we are in the courtyard at the Chateau d'Arguil. Now I believe it is this one. Prince Regent's room. Let's click on here. What? My brother's wounds grow worse? He lets no one see them, my lord, but there is no doubt that this is our chance. Now that Prince Tryon's wounds hinder him, you are free to achieve some great exploit, enduring yourself further too. Who's there? Oh, it's our ally, the adventurer. Perfect timing, I must say. Prince Puge, Oko ambushed the Dark Stalker on the west fringes of the Volcrum Dunes and brought a Tavnasia Pass to us. A Tavnasia Pass? From the Dark Stalker? So the legend is true. Your knowledge is great indeed, Prince Puge. What plots are you spinning, Nashiral? It seems that the Dark Stalker spotted in Volcrum was a messenger in life. The message it carried speaks of Tavnasians slain 20 years ago. They would rise from the grave to restore the Marquisate. Impossible! How could the dead rally together? It is true, Prince Puge. Who are you? Nashiral sent me on a search through LDM. I discovered that the Dark Stalkers were rallying, and I heard word that a great black shadow had crept beyond Rangemont. The messenger who witnessed it swore it was the Lord of Tavnasia, Marquis Altador. No, not Lord Altador. It was the Marquis, and at the same time, it was not. It was a presence that deceives the heart and brings fear upon our holy kingdom. Silence, Nashiral! You dishonor the Marquis. Forgive me, my lord, but I fear we can avoid the threat no longer. I beg you gather troops. Jerome, continue with the investigation. If news comes out of the Northlands, Prince Tryon will surely hear. I understand. And I have something I wish to discuss with you. Soon we will need the services of an experienced white mage. Seek out a candidate, so that he may fight against the impure. We will accredit the wielder of holy powers by giving him an item blessed by Altana. He will have much to gain, something unattainable elsewhere. Find a canteen of Yagudo holy water. It is said that the Yagudo of Zal and Astrosia use it to banish the fallen. I also require a pair of moccasins, so that I may make again what I plan on giving you. I shall give you the blessed item once you bring those 2 articles. Alright, a little hint of what we need to do. We need to get some Yagudo holy water and some moccasins. So we're going to be heading to Castle Astrosia, where we can find both of those items. The holy water is reasonably common, but the moccasins are actually quite rare. So before we go there looking for it, I'm going to check the auction house. Alright, so like I said, we can buy them at the auction house, but I'm just looking, and we can actually even make them. We have the leathercraft and clothcraft ability to make them, and the items that we need to make them are really easy to get as well. But let's just see if we can get them here, just because this is just going to be the easiest way. Armor, feet, and then they're in here somewhere. Yikes. There they are, and there's one available. Moccasins. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. Forget it. Yeah, I'm not going to pay that. 100,000? Okay, let me just double check. Status. Craft skill. What's our leather craft? It's at 70. So that's good. And cloth craft is not very high, but it's high enough. We have it at 30. So yeah, so what I need then... Material. Dulma leather. I need a Dulma leather. I could get that for cheaper as well, but whatever. Let's just pay a little bit of money just so we can get the stuff now. Forget it. Dulma leather. We need a linen cloth. And we need as well a raptor skin. Wait, what did that say? Raptor skin, price history? That's strange. Someone accidentally paid 20,000, but we should be able to get it for 2,000. I'm sure we could buy those at the guild for even cheaper as well. Alright, let me look here, go into my mod case and take out an earth crystal. Synthesis, earth crystal. Let's take those items that we just got. Let's see, we had raptor skin, Dulma leather, and linen cloth. Now hopefully we're not too good at this, and hopefully we don't get a +1, because we definitely do just want the regular one. Alright, so there we are, a pair of moccasins. Alright, but now we are going to be heading to the Castle Astrosia to look for that Yagudo drink that we need. Okay, and we're going to need to get to the third map, so I'll probably just meet you guys when we get all the way there. We're going to be looking for some Yagudo called abbots. So I'll see you guys at Castle Astrosia. Alright, so the brass door is straight ahead, and I got the combination from the room, which is down, up, up, up. Like this. There we are. We're through. Alright, abbots. This is what we want to fight. Yagudo abbots. So we're gonna just keep fighting these. I'm not quite sure how many of these are in the area, but we want to fight these, and one of these will eventually drop a Yagudo drink. Alright, so... There should be other ones around as well, further down. But you have to get through the brass door to find them. Let's see. We get in our first try. Oh my gosh, we did! I think that's it! Yagudo Holy Water. Oh my gosh, is that it? Yes, it is. We got it on our first try. Wow. Alright, so there we go, guys. So now I'm going to take that Yagudo Holy Water that we literally just got. That didn't take very long at all to get that. And the moccasins. And we're going to head back now to Nar Shirral. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we got really lucky there, or perhaps the Yagudo Holy Water is just a guaranteed drop from those guys. I have no idea, but here we are, back at Nar Shirral. Let's give him... Where is it? The Yagudo Holy Water and the moccasins. Excellent work, my friend. This is what I promised. We can only await Prince Puge's decision now. And we get the healer's duckbills, which is the first piece of the artifact armor. I think those are probably feet, yeah. So they are a big bonus to our spell interruption rate. That's really good. 20% is a lot. But I'll wait till I get the whole set before I try them on. Alright, and then we will activate the third artifact armor for White Mage. Examine the door. It's back at the door again at the, yeah, Chateau d'Aguil, so I'll meet you guys there. What foolishness is this? I have done nothing wrong. Let's try on. Think of some way to defeat the beastmen, if you've time to worry over me. Brother. Let me guess. Nar Shirral sent you to convince me, no? Know you why Nar Shirral frets so? It was 20 years ago that armies of the Alliance offered the Marquisate of Tavnasia as bait. The enemy was given false word on where the leaders of Tavnasia would gather. As hordes of beastmen launched their assault, a daring company of volunteers struck the unguarded gates of the enemy. There they found the Shadow Lord, but his horde reduced Tavnasia to ash and smoke. In all likelihood, their lord, Marquis Altador, never suspected betrayal from the stalwart allies. The horde had come upon them at night. Valiantly he fought to defend his keep. In the end it fell, and he fled the city. Near the necropolis, though, they caught him. Though he felled 700 of the enemy, there he met his end. The Alliance sent troops to aid in the defense of Tavnasia, but none can deny that it brought ruin upon her. Marquis Altador is my... What am I to do? Prince Puge, are you there? Oh, Nar Shirral, come in. Prince Puge, I just saw Prince Tryon, and he seemed well. Yes, I'm sure he seems well to your eyes. Surely Prince Tryon will learn of all this, my lord. We will lose this chance to strengthen the influence of our faith. You mean the cleansing of the damned, and offer them atonement by my hand? No, my lord, to rid ourselves of the threat of the dead. My lord, the heir to the throne of Sandoria must not jest of atonement. I am sorry, I have a plan. I will not allow my brother to deploy troops. Arr. If this goes on, all will be discovered. Chaos will consume Sandoria, no, all of Vana'diel. Nar Shirah, I have news. We received word that a dark stalker walks in the guise of Marquis Altador towards Fayin. In that place festers also souls of nations beyond Tavnasia. Perhaps there he seeks an army. An army of the dead? It is hard to believe, but we'd be fooled not to. Great forces of the dead still rest in LDM. We have also discovered an item they all carry when they appear. We failed to obtain one, but they say it is called a Tavnasia bell. Perhaps it is a signal of some sort. Let us make use of it in our strategy once we have it. Well then, yes, we cannot wait for orders from the expeditionary forces. We shall send a cadre of worthy adventurers. Make for Fayin upon acquiring the Tavnasia bell in LDM. Greater rewards await those who serve with distinction. May fortune favor you. Alright, so we're going to head to the LDM Necropolis and look for a Tavnasia bell. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so we're just on the we're on the first map here of LDM Necropolis, and on the first map here there's 4 of these monsters we're looking for. We're looking for Dark Stalkers. Now there's 2 in the north room, which we're just about to approach, and then there's also 2 in the west room. So I'll check. We'll see if we can kill these 4, and if we don't get it, then we gotta go down to the bottom floor. Here's one. Yeah, there's more in the basements, and we gotta drop down there from the middle of this floor, the middle room, I think. Yeah, there's a hole right in the middle that takes you down. But let's see if we can get on the first floor here. So let's try this one. We're looking for a Tavnasia bell. Okay, there's the first one. Alright, so there we are. There's the first 2, didn't get the item. So now I'm going to head west to the westernmost room and kill 2 Night Stalkers there. Or Dark Stalker, pardon me. So there should be another one in here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, here he is. Alright, here we go. Number 4. Kindred Seal. Alright. Well, now, let's see. Now I want to head east. What's this? West plate. Alright, well I gotta get to the hole in the middle so that we can drop down. So I'll just meet you guys once we find my way there. I'll just kill these ghosts. Well, we're back at the north room, and now these have respawned, so there's no reason why we can't try these again. Let's kill 2 more Darkstalkers here now that they've respawned. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to the middle so we can drop down at point A on the map. If you're looking at the online map. Darn. We aggroed that Utuku. Oh well. There's the Tavnasia Bell. There you go. Alright. So we don't have to go down anyway. I'm just gonna head... I actually want to see if this is the way. See, just to let you know where we are. So we're up there. I want to see if going south here will take us to the center of this floor map. They all seem to be blocked from every way. Yeah, this way's blocked too. I'm not quite sure how to get there. How do you get over there? I have no idea. Okay, whatever. So now we're gonna go to Fei Yin. So I'll meet you guys at Fei Yin. Here we have a cutscene. It's Puge. You are late. Is something wrong? You look as if you are confused by my being here. If you must know, I could not allow my brother to be involved in this. I am not inclined to inform Nasharal, but the white mages from the cathedral have been deployed into the surrounding area. Any further assembly of monsters has been prevented. All that remains is to quell the rage of the Marquis. Jerome, inform the adventurer what he needs to know. I am going to check on our backup. He is such a kind man. I was ordered to keep my opinions to myself, but I know that this decision was made with Prince Tryon in mind. The prince looks fine, but the truth is that his wounds are not healing well. However, if Prince Tryon learned of the situation that unfolded in Tavnasia, he would more than likely wish to lead the forces onto the battlefield himself. The reason Prince Puge is keeping this operation a secret is solely for the well-being of Prince Tryon. I apologize, I have been rambling. Let me inform you on our latest report. It seems as if the Tavnasia Bell, possessed by dark stalkers, is the signal for assembly. Now, the barrier is prohibiting the assembly. Now is the perfect time to purify the Marquis's role. Use the Tavnasia Bell and find a place suitable for calling him forth. The details of this operation are strictly to have adventurers proceed in advance. When the soul has been purified, take back the proof of your success to Nar Shirel, and we will continue from there. May the goddess protect you in her mercy. Again, I apologize for the length of my speech, but there is one more thing. Nar Shirel is not rushing the situation. He and I were raised in different monasteries, and those 2 monasteries have been destroyed by the orcs. We both have the same wish in our hearts, but we do not want to lose anything more. Alright, I'm going to put a party together, and we are going to be heading to G8 here in Fei Yin, so I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so we should be in the right area now. Somewhere in this square in G8 we'll find what we're looking for. We're looking for a question mark spot. I don't suppose this is it. Seed Afterglow. No, that's not it. Here's a spot, so let's click here. What does this say? Aha! The soul of Tavnasia will never perish. Alright, let's trade the Tavnasia bell to that, now that we have our party together as well, of course. And let's fight the Altador Tavnasia. This guy doesn't look like a pushover. Yeah, and if we do fail this, we'll have to get another Tavnasia bell, so hopefully we do alright. But let's see. I have faith. I have faith in our party here. It might just take a little while. What's this? I should be doing magic, I guess. I should be doing more white magic to protect my party. Yeah, I don't really think we need to. I'm not going to worry about it, so I'm just going to keep hacking away at him here. Alright, well, his hit points are slowly going down. Didn't take too long. He shouldn't be living much longer. If we do anything, it's done. So there we are. He said something there. It is finally over. Ah, I can see Tavnasia, the land of wind and light, my home. Very sad, and he dies. And gives us the Tavnasian mask. Where is it? Tavnasian mask. Huh? Is it an actual item? I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's an actual item you can wear. Tavnasian mask. All right, well, we're just going to take that right back to Nar Shirel in northern Sandoria. So I'll meet you guys there. All right, so we're back in Sandoria. Before we head to the cathedral, I'm just going to prepare for the upcoming things that we have to do by getting some chests here. I'm going to get some coffer chests so that we can get the other 3 pieces of the artifact armor. So we're going to need the Bedeau coffer key. We're going to need one for Garlage Citadel. And we're going to need one for the Crawler's Nest. Here we are. But before we head to Juno to start taking care of that, let's head to the cathedral. Why, I heard an adventurer smote Marquis Altador, but to think it was you. Perhaps Puge disappoints me for his failure to act. I would have suggested that he claim credit for the defeat of the Marquis. I saw in him a more luminous mind. I suppose royalty will never know how secure one's position is in society. Oh, please disregard my musings. You have done us a great service, and for that you should be rewarded. Alright, there we are. The Healer's Blout, which is one of the armor pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly head to Upper Juno and start the quests now with Guslim, which will allow us to start opening coffers for the other 3 pieces. In starting with Bedeau. It'll be Bedeau, yeah, and then Garlage Citadel, and then the Crawler's Nest. Alright, so this is the entrance to the map that's going to have the coffers on. And we've done this before. I'm fairly certain we've been to Bedeau before looking for coffers. And they're all pretty close. This should be an easy one. They're all kind of close together. Alright, in this area over here. Alright, so we got our silence on. Don't think we need invis. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is check out the little room down here. I'm going to go down that way anyway, I think, to get the mushroom there. Well, that casts a mute, even though we already have the mute on us. Alright, so the 2 possible spots in this room. I think we actually found it in this room before. Don't remember what job that was we were doing. And then one possible location at the end here where the mushroom is. We already have this, but we'll just redo it because... refresh it. Alright, let's backtrack. And I'll just briefly check this room again, make sure I'm not missing something. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Alright, let's leave. Right, now we'll go here and we'll go east, and then it could be in this room. But it's not. Right? So we'll continue east. I think there's only 4 more possible spots it could be. Right up here. So this is a really easy one, actually, as long as you have your silence on. Sneak is about to wear off. Good thing I noticed that when I did. Alright. So let's take a look at our map. So now we're here. Yep. So basically in these 4 rooms, these 4 small rooms, it has to be one of them. There it is. For us, it turned out to be right there. Trade the Bedeau coffer. We should get the old gauntlets, and there they are. Alright, so I'll take those back to Upper Juno. Alright, talk to Guslam. And he tells us to go talk to Borgert. So I think we can skip that step. I think I always say that too whenever I do these. I think I could have skipped coming back to Guslam, but we're going to go to Port Juno and go to the area where Borgert is. So that he can tell us to go and get the Dark Sparks, or whatever it is called. Alright, and it's actually Shadow Flames that he's going to ask us to go and get. But we get them from the Dark Sparks, which are in, of course, the Castle's Old Bailey. Alright, here we are at the Castle's Old Bailey. Let's click on the torch like we always do and fight the Dark Spark. Should have brought my 6th party member in, but I didn't think I would need 6. But, well, we don't, but it's taking a little longer than I thought, but whatever. Alright, so there we are. Done. Click on the flame. There's the Shadow Flame. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back at Southern, or Port Sandoria. I'm just going to run back to the survival guide, because it'll be faster than waiting for the warp ring to recharge. Alright, here we are, back at Port Sandoria. Pardon me, Port Juno. Let's get our 3rd artifact piece from Borgers, the gloves. Alright, so there we are, the Healer's Mitts. Alright, so the last 2 are going to be easy enough to get. The first place we're going to go is Garlage Citadel, and open up the coffers there. So I'll meet you guys at Garlage Citadel. Alright, well there's the coffer, but I can't get to it this way. I have to go around. Okay, that's not a problem. Alright, see, right down there, right, that little drop, that's where we were. And now we're up here, so there it is. So there's the first one from Garlage. Alright, and there we go, the Healer's Cap. Alright, now we're going to go to the Crawler's Nest, so I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we are in one of those little dead-end little alcove rooms. Here we find our coffer key in the Crawler's Nest. Alright, there we are, the Healer's Pantaloons. Alright, so now let's try on the full set. See how amazingly different it looks than our Relic outfit. There we are, there's the Healer's Artifact set, guys. Alright, so now the only thing left to do for him in this class is I'm going to just level up to level 99. I'll do that on my own time. Yeah, there we go. There is the artifact quests in order to get to the gear for White Mage. Alright, so like I said, I'm just going to level up to level 99 on my own time. In the meantime, let's start playing around with Black Mage, and we'll do that one next. So, we're going to be looking for Chumimi in the basement of Heaven's Tower. So, I'll head over to Windurst and we'll look for that Taru as a black mage. So, I'll meet you guys over at Windurst. So here we are at the Heaven's Tower in Windurst, and we are a level 75 Black Mage. There we are, see? And yeah, we're wearing the Sorcerer's outfit that we had received from Dynamis. So we want to come down here with the quest activated and talk to Chumimi. Well, a few other things I just want to quickly do. An item I've been sitting on in my storage for a while is this flare spell, and since we're 75 now, we can finally use that. I also wanted to show this happy staff that we got from the players' appreciation campaign that's going on right now. There's some sort of costume effect when you have this. I wanted to see what it was. It's a frog. Adorable. There you are. That's what the happy staff does. Let's talk to Chumimi as a frog. We might not be able to. No. No, we gotta get rid of this first. I also got this item. This Chocobo Wand, and this one just extends the Chocobo riding time, which is exactly what that purple Chocobo Silks did that we had gotten way back for 150 Chocobucks. And we got this item for free. So, I mean, that purple Chocobo Silk was a waste of Chocobucks. I should never bought that. Whatever. Now, let's talk to Chumimi here as a black mage. Oh, I hope that this works. Hold on. I'm sorrier than Scream Fungus, but you can't come in here today. The doctors are coming to talk about the conditions of the baby star trees. Ho ho ho. Did some buddy call my name a Rooney? Oh ho ho ho. There is nothing you total losers have to fear now that I am here. Ahem. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the reason I called you all here today. As you know, Chumimi would like us to find out what is wrong with the development deathy of the baby star trees. If we don't do something quicker than a cadav at a quilt fair, all the star trees in the orchard here will... Well, the answer is right smack dibbly under our tippity toes. The soil. The soil has gone all batterino. There are no more neutrinofied nutrients in the soil. We've been using the same old moldy soil for hundreds of years, right? Yes, but up until now, there have been no real problems. Now, Professor, don't rush into any conclusions. Coming to conclusions before we have any data is not logical. We must cross all our I's and dot all our T's before making any new theories. Oh, Dr. Yoran Oren, stop the nagging. When was the last time Korumoru was ever logical with anything? I heard that. Shantodo, if you're so smartily smart, what do you think is wrong-orific with the star trees? Oh ho ho, I was wondering when you would ask. Look at this light. Can't you two see that it's dimmer than it was before? When it comes to the subject of photosynthesis, I'm filled with knowledge galore. Plants need light to grow. Take light away from the star trees, and their rate of growth will be slow. So that is your solution, Chumimi, my dear. all you have to do is turn up the light in here. But doctor, we check the light every day. It's as bright as a brass bed. Soil? Light? Are you two dimwits through with thee yet? The problem obviously, Ethy, lies in the water. Listen, recently, Ethy, I have had my reports of problems with Sarudabaruda's water. These star trees are offspring, Ethy, of the great star tree. They have existed, Ethy, in Winders for many, many generations. They have been around, Ethy, since the times when magic was overflowing in these parts. Of course, they're going to be sensitive to a drop, Ethy, in magic levels in the water. If I may, Doctor, we have been using the crystals the adventurers gather to keep the magic level of the water as high as a half-witted hornet. If I say it's the soy diddly soil, then it's the soy diddly soil. Preposterous. The light is what it must be. It must. Just one moment. Did you not hear my scientific theory on the water? It's the soy doddly soil. The light. Water. What to do, what to do. I'm more confused than a constipated carrion worm. Could you do something? So, let's see here. Take choices. Whose side do we take? Yikes, I don't know. I'll take Shantoto's side. Listen, Arini, you two. You don't want to make shakily bake me angry. I can always tell everybody buttily about the time, you two. You wouldn't dare. Unless you want me changing you into a pair of dirty underwear. Quiet, both of you, or I'll collect a fee on those debts you owe me. You are completely ignored by the three. Could you maybe, just shut up for a second! Why don't we try all three of your plans? The baby star tree's getting better is all that really matters, right? You know, she does have a point. I'll have the rhinoceros send over a large shipment of Gideous water. Good day. Leave the soy diddly soil up to little old me. The meteorites I have are fantastimundo. Well, if it isn't the total loser, Oko, what brings you here? Well, no matter. I have a job for you. You can do it on your own. I want you to travel to Zarkabard and collect a glowstone. How do you get one? Toss a faded crystal into the Aurora crevice in Zarkabard, and you're done. For Shantoto, anything. I have to wash my hair. For Shantoto, anything. Yes, I'm glad that you see things my way. Now, off with you. Okay, so we need to head to Zarkabard, and we're going to need a faded crystal in order to get a glowstone. So, how do we get a faded crystal? Alright, so we could have gone to any crag, and we also could have actually apparently just gone to Zarkabard to do it there, because there is a teleport crystal there, but whatever. What we need to do is take a crystal, and I always keep lots of crystals here in my inventory, in my mod case. It doesn't matter which one, I think. Well, I'll just do a lightning crystal since I have lots of them. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And trade that lightning crystal to the teleport, and there we are. There's our faded crystal. Alright, so now we're going to head to Zarkabard. And we're going to go to E8. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so here we are in E8. So what we're looking for is some question mark spots. These are always hard to find sometimes. We have a big area to check here, so... So here's one, but I think this was for... This one was related to, I think, the Beastmaster. Or no, not the Beastmaster. It was, Ranger or something like that, that we came here to do a quest for that. I don't think this is the one. Okay, well, I'll try it. This might be it. Whoops, I don't want to dig. Okay, let's click on this and see what happens. The cavern continues for quite some distance. I don't think this is the right one. Alright, so right up here by the castle is where it should be. Right around... Oh, there's a bunch of people here. That's okay, they can get rid of these for us. Well, I'm right where it's supposed to be on the map. Huh. Ah, boy, what a waste of time. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the one. Alright, so we're close to the castle. Castle's Old Bailey's right up there. We're very close to it. Alright, so let's check out this spot here. You can sense an evil force around you. Alright, so let's trade our faded crystal to that. Alright, and that spawns a chaos elemental. Here we go, guys. And we'll use our new flare spell. See how that does. Yeah, we got lots of good spells. We've been collecting a lot of black magic over the years in different places. Even though we have, because, you know, our Dark Knight can use black. Alright, so there's the glowstone. That's what we wanted. I guess that's all we have to do now. Yeah, we just take that chaos element. Yeah, we just take that glowstone now back to Chimini. So I'll meet you guys back at Windurst Walls. Well, at the basement of the Heavens Tower. Alright, here we are. And we will trade the glowstone. You've come back. Well, I'm about as grateful as a goblin in Goosterberg. I'll attach this to our current machine. Oh, and Dr. Chantoto told me to give you this. You could take it as a sign of gratitude, but knowing the doctor, I would say she's got more work in store for you. Alright, we got a casting wand and finish the first artifact quest. So there we are. So we'll equip that. It's not a very good wand. In fact, I'm not even going to bother wearing that because I actually have in storage. I think it's in here. Yeah, this one, the mythic wand, which is going to be better than that. Pretty sure. Anyway. So yeah, we're going to go with that one. Alright, and let's start the next quest. Now, we are going to want to talk to Chimimi to do the next quest. But, we have to zone first. So I'll just activate this. Yeah, let's talk to Chimimi. I think. I mean, let's just see. I'm pretty sure. I may have gone a little overboard by calling all 3 doctors here for this problem. But I have this gut feeling that tells me we are still in for the worst. Oh, I'm sorry. Forget I said that. Yes, everything is fine. Fine as a fluttermouse. Okay, so I'll zone and just come right back. Alright, now let's see what he has to say. Oh. I'm sorrier than Scream Fungus, but you can't come in here today. Don't you remember what happened last time? You had better hurry up and get out of here before... Hi diddly-do there, partnerinos. How did the babies, bobbies, take to my meteorite to ruse? I'm sorry to keepeth you waiting, Miss Chumimi. Now, showeth thee us how my plan worked. Well, that's the problem. As you can see, nothing has happened. Don't get me wrong, we did all that we could. It's just that, well, there must be something that we're missing. I see. It's time we tooketh this problem a little more seriously. Yes, a bit diddly more serious, Saruni. I'll have to agree with you this time. Taking the matter seriously suits me just fine. A little more seriously? How had you been taking this up until now? Chumimi, we scientists giveth thee a numerical rating to any problems brought before us. Ranking the problems helps giveth thee us an idea of how much brainy power is needed to solve it. This prevents us from wasting any of our time. Listen, you two. We underestimated this problemathy here before us. Let's re-rankathy and rethinkathy our predicament. Ranking the problemaroo? That theory sounds awfully familiarific. Awfully familiar? Well, of course it is. Don't be absurd. That is what our principal from the School of Magic would always say, word for word. Yes, well, let us examine this problem from the beginning. If nothing in the water, soil, or light has been changed, then we must focus on the moment that things began going wrong. 3 musteth be a logical cause for every effect. What we musteth determine is when the effect tooketh place. I gaudily got it. That line was Karaha Baruhas. Word for word. Why don't you try putting things in your words for a change? Don't you think all this plagiarism is a bit strange? Chumimi, approximately when did the star trees beginneth to wither hither? Well, ever since the Great War 20 years ago, the trees have looked worse and worse with each coming day. 20 years. A lot can happen in 20 years, you know. Do you two have any ideas? Diddly doodly. 20 years ago, I was in Juneau with a certain researchification organization set up to fight the hunger problem that the Great War had thrust upon Vana'diel. It was then that I met Rasusu. Mighty Cuterino she was. We would always walk Dickory Dock together in the Rulud Gardens. Dr. Korumoro, have you talked with any of the children in Juneau? It seems as if the Rolandberry fields that we work so hard to protect have become infested with crawly crawlers. If we don't do something quicky, the children will starve to death to think of their innocent faces. Researchers from all over Vana'diel put their happy heads together to solve the problem Aru. We came up with many doubtfully different ideas, but the situation just got worse. We had to do something, or risk a possible disaster. That is when I suggested starting the cultivation of star trees for food. It isn't possible, Doctor. The star tree is an important symbol of faith in Windurst. On top of that, the trees are only allowed to be grown in the confines of Heaven's Tower. If a minister such as yourself were to illegally bring one to Juneau, think of the consequences. Yes, star seeds are the sole proper property of Heaven's Tower. And yes, there was no way that a plan such as mine would be acceptified. But I couldn't stand to see Rasusu so depressed. My young blood began to boileroo, and before you knew it, I had borrowed a bag of star seeds from Heaven's Tower. All of this for my beloved Rasusu. Dr. Korumoro, I am flattered by your gesture, but I beg of you, don't use these seeds yet. I couldn't handle it if anything was to happen to you because of me. Before you try your plan, please give me one more chance. There is something I wish to try out Aru. No, I cannot tell you. You just have to believe me. If my plan does not work, I will return and we can plant these seeds together. Rasusu never returned. Before I could set out to look for her, I was called back to Windurst. However, a single day doodly-doo hasn't gone by when I haven't thought of her. Ahem. Okay, well, it looks like we lost our cutscene there, so that's a little unfortunate. I'm not sure what to do about that. I mean, luckily I have the encyclopedia, so I know what to do. But we didn't get to see the end of the cutscene. I've never lost connection in the middle of a cutscene before. That's really unfortunate. Darn it. Maybe I can find a bard around town that'll be able to show us the cutscene again. I'm not sure. Ahem, diddly, now that you mention it, I do remember, Reno, that Rasusu borrowed the seeds from me before she left. What is this you saith-y, Professor? Do you have-y anything you'd like to share-y with us? I think, thankily thunk, I know what may be wrongified with the star trees. The trees may be angry-mangly at something. I doodly did 20 years. Ahem, diddly. Hey, you adventurer, lend me your ear. What is going on here? It looks as if our friend the professor does not want us to hear his dirty pastoroo. I wouldn't advise sticking our noses in too deep, as something terrible happens every time, remember the last Aru. You have a point. Diddly did you get that, adventurer? This is strictly prickly between you and me. 20 years ago, a Tarutaro researcher named Rasusu was stationed in Juneau. I would like you to find her and get Gedali back the bag of seeds. Then I want you to hurry-scurry back here and give the seeds to Chamimi. Tell her that you found them lying around a roost somewhere. Alright, so that we're gonna get the bag of seeds, and we'll find those in the crawler's nest. But we want to quickly just stop by Rulud Gardens on the way. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so quickly come over here and talk to Leighton. We should have something to say to us. What? You want to hear about what happened 20 years ago? 20 years ago, I worked on this very town with scientists from all over the world. We were trying to solve the hunger problem that plagued Vana'diel. Koromoru. Now, that's a name that brings back memories. People say that we scientists are a strange bunch, but Koromoru, now, he was a crazy one. But even a weird one like him had a girl he loved. I'll never forget seeing him in Rasusu. You say you're looking for Rasusu? Now, why would a young lad like yourself want to do that? I see, Koromoru's finally started to remember. Well, that's one box of memories that should remain shut. If you promise to keep quiet on the subject, I'll tell you what I know. 20 years ago, the Rolandberry fields were rampaged by those dreadful crawlers. The problem escalated to the point where the people of Juno had nothing to put on their dinner tables. One adventurer saw the problem that lay before Juno and began calling for volunteers to travel to the crawler's nest and exterminate the queen. Seeing that her research was going nowhere, Rasusu decided to take her chances and go along with the adventurer. I tried to contact Koromoru in hopes that I could get him to persuade Rasusu to stay in Juno. But at the same time, Windurst had its own problems, and I couldn't get a hold of him. And then she went, and no one ever saw her again. After the war ended, I tried writing Koromoru many times, but I could never bring myself to tell him the truth about his beloved Rasusu. Windurst had been devastated by the Great War, and Koromoru had seen the devastation with his own eyes. I could not bear to be the bringer of any more tragic news. Knowing Koromoru, the memories of Rasusu probably got lost in the back of his tiny little head. You know, Koromoru, so you can understand why I ask you to keep the truth from him, for his sake. Alright, well, there we are, a little extra info on the story of what's going on. So now we'll just head to the crawler's nest. And I'm going to head down to the bottom level. Alright, so here we are down here in the bottom part of the crawler's nest, and there should be some elementals in here that we want to play around with. Let's just see. Let's see if I found my way to the right place. Doesn't look like it. No, let's take a look. I'm looking for some elementals. It may depend on what time of the day or what the weather is like on Rolandberry fields. That might determine whether or not water elementals show up here. But there's supposed to be water elementals here. So I might just wait around for a little while and see if they show up. But if they don't, then I will look somewhere else. Alright, well, I went to Juno to talk to one of the weather forecasters, and there isn't going to be any rain anytime soon on Rolandberry Fields or Crawler's Nest, which is associated with Rolandberry Fields. There's not going to be any rain there anytime soon, so there's not going to be any of those water elementals hanging out there for a while, so it's a good thing I didn't wait very long. But interestingly enough, and it's a good thing I did check this, because I already had the item in my inventory. It was in my storage. Here it is. I had it in there for a long, long time. Just one of those random key items I picked up along the way and decided to keep because I knew I would need it one day, and I can't believe thank God I checked that, but whatever. So let's give him the bag of seeds. That's the one. Welcome back, fine adventurers. So, these are the seeds. By looking at the number on the bag, I can tell you that these are as old as an old Kadav. I'd have to check the records to make sure, but this appears to be a bag that was lost during the Great War. Many seeds were lost when Windurst Walls flooded 20 years ago. What diddly dut is this, you say? Then the reason, Aruni, that the star trees are angry mangly has nothing to do with me steely, has nothing to do with Rasusu? Oh, he was stealing something? It has nothing to do with me stealing. Interesting. I commend you on your efforts. We got the details from Koromoro while you were away. I guess they stole the seeds. He stole the seeds. Unbelievable, the things this crazy professor tries. I dragged him here so he could apologize. This is usually something that would not go unpunished, but Koromoro was young and in love. However, now we are back to the drawing board. Now let's put our heads together once more. Can either of you remember anything that might have caused the star trees to wither hither? Where was I 20 years ago? Now that you mention it, 20 years ago I was in the Northlands, leading a company of warlocks in battle with the Shadow Lord's minions. I think it was Castle Zal. We were using link shells to communicate with headquarters, but we became stranded deep within the Dark Dominion. Minister Shantoto. According to the WW link shell, our company is the only one to become stuck and stranded. Our brave backup forces have been amply ambushed by the enduring enemy. They are reporting many costly casualties. I am receiving a transmission from my link shell that the Royal Knights of Sandoria are ordering a temporary retreat. I have a report stating that a dread dragon is hampering in a group of red mages' progress through the gateway. Of all the things that could go wrong, why do all of them have to go wrong at this instance? We could use my magic to warp out of the castle, but that would leave the red mages at the gateway helpless. We must conceive a way to work around the deadly dragon and deal it a blow from the back. The question is, how do we make it from the room to the gateway without coming under enemy attack? Ta-da! The answer lies in this talking doll. Come on out now, tell us where to go. Nowhere to go, ha! You are trapped, ha! Wasn't very smart to enter such small room. Commander, take the blame, ha! I didn't want to come. Commander takes the blame, ha! Why, you little... Minister Shantoto, please calm down and control yourself. Minister Shantoto, think of the position we would be in without the aid of this doll. That's right, ha! Destroy me, destroy yourselves, ha! I'm special, ha! Thanks to me, you made it here. Thanks to me, ha! Why, you little... Hey, is there any way of shutting this doll up? If you don't be quiet, the encroaching enemy will hone in on our poor position. Too late, ha! Demons approaching from west. Quiet or loud, you're dead, ha! Don't try hiding. You're doomed anyway, ha! Only I will be safe, ha! What are you doing? You can't do this to me. Oh-ho! Scream all you want. All that noise will be a perfect diversion, I say. Now, let us head off for the gateway. Witch, you evil witch, curse you and all of Windurst. Those were the last words I heard from that despicable doll. So this is all, the curse of the talking doll. What? Did you remember with you something? Oh, I apologize for my sudden outburst. I do remember one thing that may be the cause of our trouble here in Windurst. You over there, I have a job for you. Well, that makes sense, Saruni. Shantoto was the causable cause of our problem. That is what our adventurer here is going to find the out for us. I'm assuming an adventurer of your stature is familiar with Castle Zal. 20 years ago, I led a company into the castle to battle the Shadow Lord, and I sacrificed that talking doll to save us all. Now, that curse of the terrible doll may be what is affecting the star trees. I want you to find that doll and bring it back to Chimimi. Not to me, mind you. If I saw that piece of junk again, who knows what I would do. Anyway, you know what you have to do. Now, be off with you. Alright, so there we are. We're heading to Castle Zal Bailey. So I'll meet you guys there. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done this, but I think what we do is we head down these drops here. Down to these lower rooms. Yeah, this is where we want to be heading. Take off my shrouds. And we bring in one more trust. I'll bring in Shantoto. Alright, so we want to fight the demons down here. We're looking to fight demon commanders, generals, magistrates, and chancellors. And we're looking for a key item drop. I'm heading down further. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the right room or not. Let's just see. Yeah, that's right. Magistrate. So I'm going to fight these, and we're looking for a key item, which is a key. And so they can be found in these little rooms that you drop down to. And there it is, the wine cellar key. That's all we needed. We got it on our first try. Alright, so that's the key that we're going to take back now to Chumimi, I guess. Wait a minute, maybe not. No, we don't. We actually... Huh. No, okay, wait. I'm just going to kill these guys and then I have to think about this. Because I think that we're actually going up to the keep. The Castle Zal keep, actually. Alright, so here we are in the keep. We had to go through the bottom part of Castle Zal Bailey to get here, but it's not that bad. It doesn't take that long. So we're going to come around here, and we want to head through these iron bars here. Alright, then we're gonna go this way. I think it's here. This should be locked. Yes, so this is the door, I believe, that we are going to be trading the wine cellar key. And it broke. But it did the job. The magic doll has had a seal placed upon it. The old worn-out seal breaks as you approach. And we get the Foe Minder Mach 1. Yep, that's what we wanted. So now we just have to head back to Chumimi at the Heavens Tower at Winter's Walls. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we are back at Chumimi. So this is what Dr. Shantoto thinks thee is causing all our problems. I cannot help thee but feel puzzy-wuzzled. Wait a minute. This is the Foe Minder Mach 1 magic doll dill-dilly-doo that I made years ago. I lent it to you to scan a roof for monsters, and you never ever returned it. Well, I had no doubt. The doll's magic has run out. With no magic, these things are useless. There is no way it could be cursing us. You mean to tell me you thought a curse from this doll was affecting the star trees? How unscientific-a-thee. However, we cannot take thee any chances. This doll may know thee something we don't. Really? This piece of junk? Good work, Miss Chumimi. Now you can leave thee the rest to me. Oh, and our adventurer, I commend thee you on your work as well. As a measure of our gratitude, please accept thee this. Alright, there we are. We got the first piece of the artifact gear for the Black Mage, the Wizard's Sabbats. Alright, but we'll wait till we get the full set before we try it on. Alright, so we do want to talk to Chumimi again, but of course we have to zone first. So I'll just zone and I'll be right back. Alright, let's talk to Chumimi again. Where could everybody... Oh, you're here. And perfect timing, too. The doctors should be here any minute. Hi doodly ho, Camperinos. Yours truly has fixed the magic doll. Can we get on with this quick? I have test subjects waiting, all poisoned and sick. First, let us assure you that some crazy-wazy curse is definitely not the cause of the Star Trees problem. And it is most certainly not anger pentithy up by the Star Trees for acts of stupidity taken by our colleague, Korumoru. I see. In coming to these conclusions, we have decided on putting forth all our effort into solving the problem. You mean you weren't putting forth all your effort before? Chumimi, the road one travels doesn't not matter. What is important is the destination you reacheth. Yes, the diddly-doodly in nation. And the destination is? The Great Star Tree. The Great Star Tree is the motherino of the baby star trees. If they are sickly sick, it's got to be her falteroo. Our Chumimi still looks confused, Professor. Letteth me go into more detail. The baby star trees sprouteth from star seeds taken from the great star tree. We feeleth that the lack of magical energy in the great star tree is causing problems in these seeds. On the outside, the great star tree looks as if it has for the past few centuries, but reports from our researchers telleth us that it has begun to slowly rot-a-roo from the inside. Up until now, we have left this grave problem in the hands of our younger colleagues. However, now it is time that we professors take control. You mean to tell me that you know what was wrong all along? The road to truth is often a windy, mindy one, is it not, Chumimi? The Rhinoceros has worked in cooperation with Heaven's Tower, to conduct various research on the Great Star Tree. However, there has been only so much they could do. As the next phase of our plan, we would like to travel deep beneath the Great Star Tree and see if we can get to the roots of the problem, so to speak. That would mean going into the Torah Normai Canal. That place has been closed off since the Great War. Exactly, dear Chumimi. That is why we need you to get access for us from the Star Sibyl. We have decided to send down this adventurer to end all this quibble. Alright, I will do as you ask. However, it will take time to get access. By the way, Diddly Day, what makes you think, Guru, that the adventurer will know what to diddly do when he gets down there? You have a point. Dr. Shantoto, we couldn't get you to go down there with our adventurer, could we? Oh, as much as I'd love to attend the show, I have other places I need to go. You don't mean at the Karaha Baraha's laboratory, do you? I wouldn't advise on mixing business and pleasure at a time like this. Say what you will, Professor. If Karaha Baraha hadn't gone and died before returning my equipment, I wouldn't have to go there and retrieve my property. Think of it as me doing him a favor. You wouldn't think that he'd want to spend eternity being hated by yours truly. If you think that I'm going to take any more part in these games you're playing, I've spottily got it. He can take one of my magic dolls. I can rebuild a Foe Minder Mach 1. Oh? Professor, that idea is wonderful. I can see someone here as being useful. Doodly. But there's just one daddly thing. I'm short on supplies to rebuild a ruit. Mr. Adventurer, could you bring Gurino a square of silk cloth to my manor? Oh, and don't bother dingly-dinging it here. There's nothing Chumimi can doodly do with it. Alright, so we gotta get a silk cloth and then head to Korumoru at Winder's Walls outside. So that's an easy item to get. So I'll just get one either from the auction house or check my inventory and see if I have one. And I'll meet you guys there at the Winder's Walls at E7 for Korumoru. Alright, here's Korumoru's right here by the home point. Alright, there's about 100 different ways you can get silk fabric. Silk cloth. This should fix the doll doddly-do. Well, your services are no longer needed here, so why don't you go to Heaven's Tower and try cheering up Upperoo that worrywart Chumimi. Alright, so let's head back to Chumimi now. Mr. Adventurer, your access to the Torre Morai Canal has been granted. If it isn't too much trouble, could you call the 3 professors here? That won't be necessary, no. We are all ready to go. Here you are, Adventurino, my masterpiece, the Sluis Surveyor Mach 1. Wonderful, Professor. At times you surprise us. Improved features, MP efficient, and silent running at the request of Dr. Shantoto. Silent running? Now that is a feature that they should put on all magic dolls. Oh ho ho! Take this doll doodly doll down to the Torre Normai Canal. She'll begin to function when she senses something fishy-washy. Alright, I'll meet you guys at the Torre Morai Canal. Wait, now that we got the slowest surveyor Mach 1. Alright, so the survival guide is the closest spot to where we want to go. I'll put a party together. Alright, so the first place we want to go is not far from the entrance here. We need to go to H7 and look for a question mark spot. Alright, we'll try this. There's lots of question mark spots in the Torre Normai Canal, so it can be a bit confusing. Let's try here. Nothing happened. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not what we wanted. No, that's not the right item. Okay, let's look around for another one. That might be it there. Let's click here. Uh-oh. This was for another quest we did a long time ago. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. What about... over there? Let's see. So here's a question mark spot. The magic doll is responding. Investigate. Yes. Beep, beep, beep. Magic stagnation detected. Starting absorption process. The magic stagnation has been eradicated. So that's good. Now we need to go to another spot. I think it's on the same map. Yeah, it's the same map just south from where we are. So I guess we do want to go down that way. Somehow. So I think it was right over here. Now we're in this area. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. Magic stagnation detected. Shh, shh. Tanks nearing limits, unable to continue absorption. Beep, beep, beep. Eradication of stagnation possible with use of mage's black power. Alright, so we have to use an ability here, I think. We need to use Mana Font. Yeah, and then click on the space. Your Mana Font has begun absorbing the magical stagnation. So I probably wouldn't have been able to figure that out if I hadn't have read it on the online encyclopedia. Yeah, you have to use Mana Font. The magic stagnation has been eradicated. Beep, beep, beep. Detecting high levels of stagnation to the northeast. Please investigate. Alright, good job. So let's leave before we lose our sneak. It should be wearing off soon. Alright, let me look at the map here. Yeah, we want to go up here, northeast, exactly. Yeah, so let's just see if this will take us there. I don't know. Alright, so we're in the area we want to be. We want to be at J8. That's where we are. Yeah, it should be close. No, we lost it. J8. Let's see. Oh, it might be in that round room right up ahead. Let's see. Let's try this. No, well, maybe. Looks like that's good. An extreme level of stagnation has begun to gather. Danger, danger. I probably should have cleared the room first, because I think we're going to have a battle now. Oh well. Magic sludge. Let's just go for it. I'm also going to equip the staff again that I was wearing at the beginning. This one looks really nice. We're not doing much damage anyway, so we might as well look good. Alright, let's try our flare again if we have time to do it. Alright, well this is a tough one for level 75, it seems, but I have faith in us, so we'll just keep hacking away here, and eventually we should have this magic sludge done. Alright, we did it. Right, now we'll click on the spot again. It's right next to this glowing spot, but it's another spot right next to it that we want. Click on here. Beep, 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 beep. Magic stagnation has been eradicated. However, it is not yet complete. Return to Windurst to report. The investigation of Torre Normai Canal is complete. Alright, I'm going to just head back to the survival guide now. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Detected. Unclassifiable magic source. Location, sealed area. Contact manufacturer. Alright, so there's just a little bonus cutscene that we can get. I think that's it. So now we're going to head back to Chumimi at Heaven's Tower. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so we're back. I see. Magic stagnation in the Torre Morai Canal. It does maketh sense. It has been years since the magic towers in Saruda Baruda have operated. This musteth be what is affecting the flow of magic in the canal. However, if our adventurer has succeeded in cleaning up some of this stagnation, then things should get to the better for the time being. Yes, Professor. Just knowing what is wrong can get us pointed in the right direction. However, now we will have thee to arrange a regular cleaning of the stagnation to prevent thee our problem from getting any worse. But what about what my sleuth surveyor Mach 1 said down diddly down there? She's sensing something on beyond the gate of Earth. That small room in the central tower has gone unused for ages. What could it mean-a-roo? Yes, it could mean-a-thee anything, but where is Dr. Shantoto? She didn't go to... I'm here. Doctor, you didn't travel-a-thee to Kuraha Baruha's laboratory, did you? After what I warned you not to. Quiet, Professor. It was terrible down there. You don't have a clue. Just look at my hat. It's all moldy-woldy and covered with mildew. That is just-a-thee terrible. It's a good hat, but you should probably wash it first. Take good care of it, unless you want to get cursed. I'm still worried about Aru, what's going on beyond Diddley and the Gate of Earth. Go to Kapipi and receive an earthen charm. Use that to investigate Aru, what is doodly down there. Alright, we get the wizard's Potassos. Yes, and we have a clue as to what to do next on a follow-up quest, I guess. Involving Kupipi and an earthen charm. I'll have to remember that. Alright, here's Kupipi. What? Can't you see I'm busy wizzy? If you don't have any business with Kupipi, off with you. An earthen charm? Well, it just happens that I have the last one right here. Don't worry, you're the first in line. Are you still here? Kupipi's having a hard time enough already, trying to remember all the names of all the new adventurers that came in today. You're breaking my concentration. But she gives us the earthen charm. Alright, so now we're going to take that earthen charm and we're going to take that into the Horutoto ruins. So I'll meet you guys there. We're going to be looking for Gate of Earth at I-7. Alright, here we are at the Inner Horutoto ruins. Well, I'm not quite sure where we're going. Let's put a party together and put some shrouds on and I'll do some exploring. I'll figure it out. We got here by just going back to the survival guide at Torre Normai Canal and walking up the stairs. Okay, well, I don't think we have far to go. I-7, and we want to be in a room full of Wendigos, and they're all over the place here, so this might be it here. So let's see, let's go a little more east and find I-7. What's this? This might be it here. What do we got? No. There we are. This is it. Gate of Earth. Let's click on that. The earthen charm disappears in a flash of light. What mighteth this be? Yes, what is this? Why, it diddly-doodly looks like it's diddly dried up. You imbeciles, this is a new bud, a bud of the great star tree. The great star tree knoweth thee that it is in danger. It buds to saveth thee itself, it does. But until now, no light shoneth thee in here. The bud cried for helpeth thee. It is good that we gotteth thee here in time. I thanketh thee, you adventurer. You saveth to thee the great star tree. I followed a rue, thinking that my sweetie pie, Mojiji, was all dappily trapped up in here. What a waste of timely time. Well, I'm just about as disappointed as one could be. I thought we would be finding something goody. Those two, when will they ever change thee? But to be so weak to knoweth thee it's in danger, this is definitely a serious problem. Alright, I think that's it, guys. Let me just check my notes. Yeah, I guess there's no item. It's just a final cutscene. There we are. Just kind of wraps things up. So there we go. So now what we need to do is get the other 3 pieces of the wizard's outfit. And to do that, we're just going to be opening up the coffers. So the first one we have to do is the Borgert's quest. And I'm just not going to show that anymore, because that's the one where we go to Upper Juno and talk to Guslam, that Gulka, in the armory. And he tells us to go looking for the old gauntlets. So that's what we're going to be looking for first. But first I'm going to just go back home, and we're going to buy some keys from the Curio Moogle vendor. So I'll look up which keys we need, and then we're just going to skip to we're going to skip the whole Borgert's cutscene and just cut to the collecting the keys. Alright, so for the Black Mage, the first one we're going to need is a Garlage. We're going back to the Garlage Citadel again. We were just there for the White Mage. We're here, so where are we? Garlage. Here it is, the Garlish Coffee Key. We'll buy one of those. And then we're also going to need one for LDM Necropolis and Devoy. Here's the LDM Necropolis. And Devoy Coffer Key. So there we are. So there's the 3 places. But we're just going to start with going to Garlage Citadel. First I have to go to talk to Guslam and start the quest and yada yada, I think. I don't know. We might be able to just go right there, but just to make sure, I'm going to go, but I won't let you guys watch that. I'll meet you guys at the LDM, at the Garlage Citadel. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start the Garlage Citadel routine to find... Yeah. Anyway. The first possible spot for a coffer is up through here. There's 3 different spots to check up here. first one's down here at the end of this hall. It's not here. So the last time we were here for White Mage, we ended up finding it just down that way. But first I'm going to check over here. And look around here. Yeah, I don't think it's here. Yeah, it's not here. So let's go back. Alright, so this is where we found it last time, and it's not here this time. Alright, and here's the drop. Right. Okay, so there's another section then to look. Okay, so now we're in this area, and this is where there's a few more possibilities. There's 4 different spots where it could be. So the first one I want to check is down here. And here it is. So for us, this is where it ended up this time. I think. Yeah, we're sort of on to the last map again, but this is a coffer, so this is where it is. So this should give us the old gauntlets. And there they are. Alright, so like I say, I'm just going to go back, and we got to activate the Borgert's part in Port Juno down on the auction house area underneath. And then we have to go to Castle's Old Bailey and fight the Dark Spark to get that Shadow Flame and then take that back. But I'm just going to skip you all that, okay? And I'll just meet you guys once we've collected the Dark Spark and we're heading back to Borgert's in Port Juno, because we already know how to do all that. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so there's Borgert's. He's finished with the old gauntlets, and we've now received the Wizard's Gloves. Alright, so the next item we're going to get from the LDM Necropolis, and there's a lot of different places the coffer could be in that place. So I'll just do my research and find it, and they're stretched out between 2 different areas. The very dark, the very first level, and then the deepest parts as well. So I'll see you guys at the LDM Necropolis. Okay, I'm recording. Just for another couple of seconds. Just for a minute. Alright, so this right ahead, there it is. This should be it. And this is This was a tough one to find. This is the last one. I checked every single spot in the entire necropolis. And here it is, in the very last location. I finally found the coffer, but there it is. And we got our wizard's Tonban. Alright, now the last one is in the monastic cavern, and that one's easy because all the possible locations are all just very close, clustered together in one little spot down there in the caves underneath Davoy. So I'll meet you guys there. This one should be a lot quicker. Alright, here we are. Looks like this is it. Alright, there we are. We aggroed the orc dragoon. So we'll fight him. But yeah, but there we are. We got the wizard's coat. That's what we wanted. So the only thing left to do now with Black Mage is basically raise my level up to 99. So that's what I'll be working on next. He's almost dead. I'll just quickly try on the wizard outfit so we can see what it looks like. So there we are. But like as usual, I'll probably be using the relic set from Dynamis because it's a little bit stronger. Even the base relic set's a little stronger than this artifact outfit. But there we are. We collected the Black Mage artifact gear. And my next job will be to get my level up to 99. Alright, so we've now switched over to Red Mage, and I've just leveled up a couple levels here, so we're at around 77 now. And we're using Genbu's shield. And I've just been playing around with the Chocobo one a little bit. But let's get a little more serious with Red Mage. But first I need the proper equipment. So I'm going to just give Tauline here the Black Mage gear, the Sorcerer's gear. And we will take out the Duelist's gear. This one's the Red Mage one, the Duelists. Alright, here we go. So let's put the Duelist's clothes on now and dress like a proper Red Mage. Alright, there we are. That's looking pretty good. Now, the Red Mage can use lots of different white and black spells, and they're a pretty decent fighter. So this should be lots of fun. So let's... no, we want this. Alright, so speak with Sharzalion in southern Sandoria. So I'll meet you guys in southern Sandoria. Alright, here we are at the inn at southern Sandoria. The Lion's Spring, right, that's what it was called. Alright, so she's in here somewhere. There he is. Alright, it's a he! Sharzalion. Oh, I thought it was a girl. Or maybe it is a girl, I can't tell. How dare you eavesdrop on me? What do you want? Now, give it a rest, Shars. I'm sure there is an explanation for this. Well, sir, let's hear it. Oh, never mind. Say, you are a red mage, like me. I have a tale you may wish to hear, but I shall not tell it for free. Well, I've heard that in Devoy they store their riches in many different vaults. I seek to borrow some orcish dried food from them, you see. Would you mind running this errand for me? Only then I shall tell you my tale. I guarantee it will be worth your while. I will. That's the spirit, my friend. Now head to Devoy and search the orcs' storage holes. The malicious orcs dig false ones, and often move their treasure from hole to hole as well. Never assume it will stay in one place for long. Alright, well there you go. Looks like we're heading to Devoy. So I'll do a little research and I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so just past this bridge and up on the land is sort of where we want to be. So we got to get out of the water here in Devoy. But basically we're up here. But in this area just to south from us, I think is where we're going to find the guy we're looking for. His name is Purple Flash. There he is right at the bottom. So yeah, so there he is. So I'm just going to go this way to get back on land and go back and we'll fight him. And hopefully we get the key from him. Okay, here we go. Purple Flash Bruckdock. Let's see what we can do as a red mage. Well, we can do Savage Blade as a red mage, so that's a plus. Alright, so he's dead. Let's see what we get here. So there it is, the Devoy storage key. Alright, I'm just going to kill this lizard and this orc. Now what we need to do is go around the different camps around Devoy here, and we have to find... Yeah, basically, what is it? A storage container, I guess, that'll open with that key. So there is a map that shows sort of the locations that... it's called a storage hole, is what we're looking for. So that's the next part of this quest. Let's go hunting for a storage hole that key will unlock. Alright, so it looks like we found it in this area up here. So I just had it on the scan. Hold on. There. Where is that? Oh, right here. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is drop in Viz. And then I will trade the Devoy key here. The Devoy storage key. And there it is, the orchestrated food. That's the item we want. Okay, I think that's everything we need to do, guys. So I'm just meet you guys back at the Lion's Well in southern Sandoria. Alright, here we are, back at the Lion's Well Inn. Let's talk to Sharzalian. Excellent form, my friend. I am impressed. Well, I'll be. He's got more talent than you, I dare say. My dear sir, will you not hush? I wish to tell my tale. First, are you the daring type? Of course I am. Huh. Only the meek say such things. At any rate, my tale takes place in the church. Something is sometimes cited there. What is, you ask? How obtuse. I speak, of course, of a spirit, a ghost. Have you not felt it so? By the look of the interior there. So, after learning of the rumors, I went to investigate. The catacombs underneath the structure were so frightening, even I was taken aback. But it scared me not, for soon I paid it no heed. Well, did you find it or not? Why, you... Silence, please! At least until the end. Anyway, I thought I might as well say a prayer, so I walked before the altar. And then I felt my skin crawl. I tried to spin around, but I could not move. Ever I felt it creep closer, but I heard not a footstep. Never seen these parts of underneath the cathedral, so it's kind of cool. Wonder if we can actually go there. Still, I felt it draw closer, so I summoned all my strength to turn and look behind me. And I saw it right there, right next to me. Was it floating in the air? Yes, and not only that, it wore a fine suit of armor. Obviously, it was no mortal person, for I could see right through it. Thank heavens you're alive. Well, yes, well. Ere long it disappeared, surrendering but a glimpse to me, yet that was enough, for I knew who it was. It was Vana'diel. Vana'diel? Yes, I've heard that name. Say, he was a red mage, like you. Ah, those were the days. This is no time to reminisce. Have you forgotten how he died? Surely he has come for revenge. Come to think of it, Vana'diel had a daughter, didn't he? What was her name again? Did he? That I did not know. Pray tell, Valdero, who was she? Oh, I can't remember. Many an age has passed since those days. I see. Well, so ends my tale. What, you didn't like it? Forgive me. Rarely are ghost stories told well. At any rate, this is for you. Wait, I remember her name. The daughter of the Red Mage, Vana'diel. It's about time. Well, tell us, then. It was Cirilla. Yes, Cirilla was her name. I remember Vana'diel watched over her well. Cirilla? Cirilla. I've heard that name before. Wait, the maiden general was named Cirilla. Yes, she would be about that age, too. Who would have thought that she was Vana'diel's daughter? It must be a terrible thing to hear your father's spirit still wanders. Truly. Alright, there we are. We get a little hint about what to do next. It looks like we're going to be heading to the Chateau d'Aiguille to talk to Cirilla. And Charzalian here gives us the fencing dagon. And we'll activate the second part of the quest here. Speak with Cirilla. Oh, the Chateau d'Aiguille. Right. So I'll meet you guys there. Now, Cirilla is, I think, over here. Oh, maybe not. Hold on, let's see. I think it might be the other side. Yeah. Alright, she should be in this room right here. Now, we've done a lot of quests for Cirilla over the years. Wait, what? Open. There we go. So if you haven't done many quests for her, then she might start talking about other things. But for the artifact quest that we're currently on, she should talk to us about it right away. Let's just see. What is it? Have you something to say? People speak of my father's ghost. Not once has anyone mentioned this to me. But such a rumor troubles me, for it could be him. Tell me, would you please head to the cathedral and investigate? I would go myself, but I do not like that place. Of course, I follow her teachings, but that place does not agree with me. In my younger days, my fervent father often took me, but I never felt at home there. Of course we'll do that for you. Thank you, and here, take this. My father's watch. It came to a stop long before my father bequeathed it to me. He always maintained it well, but his spirit truly haunts the cathedral. It should recognize the old watch. Alright, we get the old pocket watch, and I also wanted to show that we're wearing the fencing degen that we got from the end of the last quest, but there's the stats on it if anyone was interested. Alright, so it looks like we're heading to the cathedral, so I'll meet you guys there. That's just right outside here. Alright, so the cathedral's right over here, and it looks like, I'm just reading some of the notes about this quest, and it looks like we are heading to that basement down here that I don't ever remember seeing before. So let's just see how we get there. And we're looking for somebody in here named Pagasilus. What a name. So I know we can go up. We've been up there many times, but how do we go down? Wow. Wow, I've never seen these stairs. Have I ever been down here? I don't think so. This is weird. Alright, so I just had to reload again. But yeah, here we are. We can come in here, and now we're in the what's known as the... What do they call it? The reliquary. And here's Pagasalus. We'll talk to him. Have you come to pray, my child? First, fetch a square of velvet cloth. You will be judged by your actions, not words. We got that ahead of time. So there's the velvet cloth. Excellent. Now pray to her. May she show you the way to paradise. Cirilla, is that you? Are you all right? You are awake at last. I am much relieved. Once you began to pray, you seemed anguished. Who knows what they would say if you suddenly collapsed here? We are fortunate that you are well. Wait, what have you there? Plated boots of some sort? You had them not when came you hither. What is all this? Why, your holiness, it's Chamond. Or Chamonde. Not sure how you say that name. What business has this illustrious adventurer here? What? You saw a ghost of a red mage of Vana'diel? You say it is not a dream, that the dead give away boots. This is evil you speak. Those boots, the spirit of Vana'diel gave you them? No, it cannot be. Tell me, who bade you come and utter this blasphemy? I will not be fooled so easily. Pray to Altana and beg for forgiveness. You have angered his holiness. You had best leave and reflect upon your trespasses. Come not hither again, understood? And we obtain the item, the old boots. So now we'll go back and talk to Cyrilla now that we got that key item. Yeah, let's talk to this guy too, since we've never been down here before. Here's Charlemagnat. I am engaged in the translation of ancient texts found in ruins across Vana'diel. Alright, let's talk to Cyrilla. A spirit of a red mage? Are you saying my father has returned, and he called my name? No, how could this be? The ghost gave you some old greaves in return for the watch, did he? Well, let me try putting them on. What? No, of course they're not cursed. You should place more trust in my judgment. How odd, I cannot don them. I sense something is preventing me from doing so. Are you there, Cyrilla? Yes, Prince Tryon. Oh, a guest. What is all this? You see, my lord. What? You have a set of greaves that refuses to be worn? I've heard of that sort of thing before. Yes, they had to be taken to the crawler's nest to be exorcised. Prince Tryon, may I have time to look into this? I am sorry, Cyrilla, but you are summoned for service. The Papskuyu has complained that the regions surrounding Sandoria are patrolled too thinly. You must think of a plan. Yes, my lord. I shall await you in my chambers. This is no time to tread through crawlers' lairs, mind you. Well, we could do it. Yes. A pity. I say, would you be inclined to take them to the crawler's nest? They must be buried together with some crawler blood in the place where light shines. Of course, you may do with them as you please, but please, if you do decide to go, come back and tell me how you fared. Even a little information could help solve the puzzle of my father's death. Alright, so let's head to the crawler's nest and look for some crawler blood. Alright, and before we go to the crawler's nest, I'm just going to grab a crawler's chest key. No, it should be called a nest chest key, I think. Just so we don't have to search for one. So this one here, nest chest key. A key that opens a treasure chest in the crawler's nest. Alright, I'll see you guys at the crawler's nest. Alright, so we're back here, down on this level in the crawler's nest. There aren't many other places I haven't checked yet, but if it isn't in here, there should only be one other place. Okay, I don't see it. So it should be just on the outside here in the northwestern corner. Here it is. So for me, and literally this is the very last, I checked every single spot that was on the map on the encyclopedia, and this is the last one I've checked, and sure enough, there it is. So we'll take off the invis and trade the key to this spot. It must be closer, alright. So there we are. So there's the crawler's blood. So now what we have to do, I'm just going to put my... There's really strong monsters down here, so we just want to make sure that we're hiding ourselves well. Okay. So now that we got the crawler's food, I want to go back up to the next level, and we're going to go down to the other lower level part. And so, because there's somewhere we want to take this, so I'll just meet you guys there. Okay, so we should be getting pretty close. And I think it's the room with the bomb and the scorpion that we're really looking for here. Yeah, should be straight ahead. North. Alright, so I'm going to clean out this room. Let's kill these Peroboros and the Doom Scorpion. Alright, so now that we have that key item, we're going to be looking for... I think it's probably going to be a question mark spot around here that we're going to be looking for. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to click here. Bury old boots and crawler's blood. Yes. Alright, so now we need to wait a little while, I think. Let's try again. So there we go, the Warlock's boots. And wow, that finishes the quest, even though there's still something to do. What we need to do is just go back home and talk to Cyrilla. So I'll meet you guys in the Chateau d'Orgueil. Alright, let's talk to Cyrilla. So the greaves were made for red mages. Perhaps it was my father in the cathedral. But why that place? Could he be trying to convey something to me? If only I could hear his message. I realize I've asked many favors of you, but I yearn to put this matter to rest. Will you investigate in my stead? Yes, of course. Why, thank you. I have no guidance to give you, so you must stand on your own 2 feet. Well, I was expecting to get something else. Let me look at that item that we got. Warlock's boots. So I guess that's it. I guess that is the item that we were getting. I guess I was expecting a hat for some reason. Alright, well there you go. There's the Warlock's boots. I think that's the first piece of the artifact armor set. So let's start the last quest here, the last artifact quest. It's gonna be talking to Cirilla again, but I think I'm probably gonna have to zone. Let's just see. Yeah, we got a zone. I'll be right back. Alright, now we'll talk to Cirilla. I commend you for offering to help, but already you know as much as I do. What? Hold on a sec. Alright, let's check in with Sharzalian here in the Lion's Wellspring. Well, it seems you faced great danger there, but you found new trappings for battle, so all is well, isn't it, Sharzalian? What's the matter? It's not like you at all. So, the rumor was true. Rumor? Yes, about Raynamard's death. Some say he was killed because he knew too much. Too much about what? I do not know. Surely it would behoove us to delve no further. For my part, I shall pretend I haven't heard what was spoken here today. You're never this timid. Discretion, my friend, is the better part of valor. Say, I know a way to talk to the dead. What do you say? Valdero, no. In Feyin there is an old fountain run dry. They say that you can call a spirit of the dead by simply casting an antique coin into it. At any rate, that place is a decrepit ruin, so there's no end to the hogwash rumors. Don't believe a word of it, my friend. So there we are. Looks like we're going to be looking for an antique coin, and we're going to be heading to Feyin. Alright, so here we are in the central room on the first floor. It's very easy to get to from home point number 1 in Feyin. And this is the dried up fountain. So we're looking for a monster. It should be a unique monster around here, I think, that only spawns when we have this quest activated or something. And I think this is it here. Miser Murphy. So let's go for it. Let's see how we do here. Yeah, I don't have no idea if this monster would show up for other people who are around. This is a quest-specific notorious monster. Let's do some magic. I want to do that flare again. I like that flare one. Where is it? Oh, flare we only had with Dark Knight. That's right. Or, I mean, black magic. Or, black wizard. Let's do thunder. Stone. Alright, now Miser Murphy here, if we can defeat him, or her, is going to drop a key item that we need. I think it's a guaranteed drop. Alright, almost done. Alright, so there we go. And there's the antique coin that we need. Alright, now what we need to do is find a spot here at the fountain. There, this might be it here. Dry fountain. And we'll trade that coin there. Antique coin. Yeah, there we go. So there's the ghost of Vana'diel. Dark, so dark, I can't move. Somebody, free me from this place. Free me from this darkness. I still have something I need to tell her. I guess that was it. That's all we need to do. So now we will go back to the Lion's Well Inn and talk to Sharzalian. What, you traveled to Fayin? And you say that the ghost of Vana'diel needs help? I am sorry, friend, but I want nothing to do with this anymore. Alright, so now we'll go down here and talk to Dagao. Well, I am after a certain chest in the Garlage Citadel. I hear you can open it with a nail puller, but I wonder if any treasure is hidden within. Well, that's who we're supposed to talk to. I don't know how we're supposed to know that, especially when he's not talking about anything that we're currently doing, but... very strange. I was expecting a cutscene. Okay. Well, we'll head to Garlage Citadel then, for the next step. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we are in the Garlage Citadel. I often you can see Examile is not with us. That's because he fell down one of these holes. Oh, there he is. Whoa, he almost fell down again. But yeah, when I have to come here past these holes, I usually like to call the trusts after. So I think we can actually call the rest of our trusts now. Well, first I want to get through yeah, we're going to go right through here, and then this is where we need to be. Let's open this. Alright. Alright. So around here I'm looking for something. Let's see, it might be in here. Yeah, here, the oaken box. This is what we're looking for. So click on here. Something feels wrong, but nothing happens. Oh, here it is. There it is. I guess he wasn't attacking us because we still have our shroud on. But this is the guardian statue that spawned from selecting. We still had silence on, so I guess that's why he wasn't doing anything. But we gotta kill this guy. Guy seems to have a lot of hit points. Alright, there we are. So he's dead, and he should drop. The nail puller. There we are. Alright, well, now that we got that nail puller, we trade that here to the oaken box. Alright, there's the man. Who are you? I am sorry, someone killed me and hid my remains here. For so long I have begged for someone to come release my trapped soul, but none heard my pleas. Now I am free. You have my thanks, but I have no time. I must go now. Alright, so that's the cutscene we needed. Now all we have to do is head back to Sandoria, northern Sandoria specifically, to finish things off. So I'll meet you guys in northern Sandoria. A ghost of a red mage is in the church. The enemy is here, knights, to arms. Father! Wait, Cyrilla. Be not deceived, that is not your father. That is no father of yours. Cyrilla? Stop, Cyrilla. Prince Tryon. Knights, stand down. Cyrilla, drop your sword. I will not be defeated. That was a good shot. Arr! Cyrilla! But I am not afraid of defeat. Look out! Oh! By a hair's breadth, I made it in time. Cyrilla, forgive me for exposing you to this danger. Father? A true warrior does not shrink from defeat. My only regret was not teaching that to you. But it seems that you have already learned, Cyrilla. My, how you have grown. Watch over her, Prince. You have my word. Long have I troubled you. When I appeared here, a minion of the dark followed me. For that I am sorry. This will not fully expiate my sins, but perhaps you may find some use for it. Please accept it. And keep a watchful eye on this church. It is a pity I can say nothing more. Cyrilla, I am relieved to see you standing tall. Though we shall never meet again, I want you to remember. You will always be my daughter, and I will always watch over you. I should return this watch. Carry it in memory of me. Now I must go. Farewell, my daughter. Father! I'll always be your daughter. Alright, there we are. There's the Warlock Chapeau, and that completes the 3rd Artifact Armor quest. Alright, so there's still 3 more pieces to get, and those are going to be from coffers spread throughout 3 different areas. And I'm going to just spare you guys, of course, the cutscenes in Upper Juno and Port Juno with Guslam, the Gulka, and Borgertz, the Ghost, just because we don't need to see those. So I'm just gonna... First thing I'm going to do is head to the Curio Moogle vendor and get 3 keys. The 3 keys we'll need. Alright, for the 3 pieces for the Red Mage Artifact Armor that we're going to be looking for, we're going to need a coffer key for the LDM Necropolis. So this... No, that's a chest key. Here we are, LDM coffer key. And then we're also going to need one for the Garlage Citadel. And Castle Ostroja. Ostroja coffer key. So there's the 3 keys, alright? So we're going to start with looking for the old gauntlets at the LDM Necropolis. So I'll meet you guys at the LDM Necropolis yet again, where we'll be looking for coffers. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we are. We found the coffer down in this area this time. So we'll trade the coffer key and get the old gauntlets. Alright, so I'm going to take these now to the spot in Port Juno, where we'll meet the Ghost of Borgertz, and he'll tell us to go get the spark, the shadow flame, or whatever it is from the spark thing, the bomb. And I'll just meet you guys after I've done all that, so we can actually get the gauntlets. I'll see you guys back at Port Juno. Alright, there's Borgertz. We got the old gauntlets and the shadow flames. And his work is finished. So there we are. So there is the 3rd piece, the Warlock's gloves. Alright, so next is going to be just to find the coffer in the Garlage Citadel, so I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we found the coffer in the bottom part of the 2nd map, right down here. In the Garlage Citadel. So we'll just get our 4th piece of equipment. There we are, there's the tights. Okay, so just one more piece to get, so I'll meet you guys at the Castle Ostroja. Alright, looks like we're coming up on the coffer here. So we found it on the 2nd map. Right here. After we've gone through the locked... The door with the lock that you have to find the combination for. Alright, so there you go, guys. There's the Warlock's Tabard. That's all 5 pieces, so I'll just take a quick look at that. See how it looks. So here we are wearing the relic gear. Now let's put on the Warlock's gear and see how the artifact armor looks. So there you go. Big difference, huh? It's a different shade of red. But yeah, that's it. So there's all the pieces of the Red Mage. So the only thing left to do now is just level up Red Mage up to level 99. So I'll just do that off screen and we'll be right back to finish off the episode. Alright, so we're just about ready to put away our Red Mage clothes. I've already stored the Warlock gear away, but now that we are level 99, Red Mage, over here, we just passed the line there. And the nice thing also about Red Mage is they can use a lot of weapons like a lot of swords. And, whoops, it gives us another opportunity to use the Excalibur again. Red Mage can use the Excalibur relic, so that'll be a good one to hold on to if we ever decide to do Red Mage in the future. Alright, so that's it. White Mage, Black Mage, and Red Mage. We're all done, all the wizard classes. We can do what we want with those now. Achievements. Let's do this one, level 99, White Mage. Level 99 Black Mage. So there's some extra Rem's Tails. And the Red Mage. Alright, I'll take off the Duelist's outfit now and store it away. Yeah, so there we are. So that's going to be everything, guys. So in the next episode, we're going to be moving on to some more battle content, some more fun stuff. I think we're going to be moving on to some content in the next episode that goes back to the Wings of the Goddess campaign, right? But that's going to be everything for job classes for a little while. Still, I can also take a look how we're doing here. So here's how all of our jobs overall are stacking up. Alright, that's going to be everything for today's episode. So thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link below. I'm Oko, and I'll see you guys all on the next episode of our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have yourselves a great day. Bye for now.